Hi guys! So this video is kind of late, but whatever. Every time I kept saying I'm gonna film this video, my camera battery would die. So yeah. I'm filming it now because it's fully charged and I just ordered a new battery for this camera on Amazon, so this will probably last me filming just this video. So I'm just going to get right into it, and if you guys can't tell what this is my 2014 favorites video. I originally wasn't going to do this video. I didn't feel like I needed to do this video, but then I thought, you know what, I discovered, despite the fact of I didn't buy a whole lot in 2014, with reason I didn't buy a whole lot in 2014 because I figured I would put my money towards doing other things like going to conventions and other things like that, that I decided to kind of go on limit buy, not a no buy, I just kind of limited myself. I think I only spent, I know you guys looking like only spent about like $350 on makeup last year. So, that's not counting like picking up like mascara that I ran out of, but, yeah, so I didn't spend as much as I normally do. In fact, I didn't even hit VIB this year for Sephora. So it kind of like had me rediscover my stash and also made me use the stuff that I bought, or made me buy stuff that I really wanted and I know that I would use, not just something that I was like, ooh, that's so pretty, I need that. But so a lot of these things are items that I generally used every single day. It's on my face right now, and it really has kind of worked itself into my routine, and not all of it is like makeup. There's a couple of hair things in here too, and clothing, but I don't actually have the clothing on me. So yeah. So the first thing I'm going to get into is face. So for my 2014 favorites with my face, I really like limited myself to not having a crap ton of foundations, and I kind of had my like more full coverage kind of like fancier foundation and my more like everyday foundation. So for those two that I had was, this one's almost out, it's my MAC Face and Body. This is like my everyday foundation because it is really, really light, and not like light in color, but lightweight, and it's waterproof or water resistant, whatever it is, and you can build it up if you have like an acne or like a pimple or redness or whatever, but it's water resistant and it lasts me through work, so I can wear this at work, and that is awesome. Now, if I want to get a little bit more fancier and stuff, something to make my skin just look flawless and amazing, the Neutrogena Healthy Skin is that. It's like a medium coverage, but it just makes my skin look flawless and amazing, and that's been the foundation that I've been using for that. And that's been like my favorite for 2014. Now for the face, I have two blushes, a highlight, and my all-time favorite contour product for this year. I don't use bronzer. I think bronzer makes me look really muddy. I used it to contour for a while, like matte brown bronzers. I have a bunch in my drawer, but after I had used this guy, I never went back to using a bronzer, and that is MAC's Taupe Blush. This is fantastic. It is a very natural, very subtle contour color. It doesn't make you look like you're wearing a contour. It's not like one of those things where you look at someone and you're like, you have a line on your face, what are you doing? It's very subtle, and it's really, really nice, and it also doubles, obviously, as a blush. It's this, like, taupe color, obviously, and it's just really nice. Most of these products are high-end. I'm sorry, guys. Another thing that I really, really loved is this blush right here. Well, it's a blush highlight duo, but it's the blush in this. And this is the Jolly Good from the Kelly Osbourne collection. And this is the, like, blush color in the palette. And I'm wearing it right now along with taupe. And it literally is probably the perfect blush if you have purple hair. Seriously, any kind of purple hair, this is the best blush for that. And you guys know the struggle that if you have purple hair, sometimes blushes just look weird on you. But it's this really, like, natural, very sheer color. I don't know if it's going to show up, but it's really, really pretty. It's really smooth, and these two have been like my go-to combo for like a good part of the year. My next favorite blush also kind of goes, if you look at it in the pan, you're like, oh my god. But it goes in that, you can't overdo it. It goes with almost everything. And this is MAC's Mineralized Blush in Warm Soul. This is probably one of my favorite blushes. It's just like this. It kind of looks rose gold, but when you put it on, it's like this like peachy kind of like, it's one of those blushes that you can use on anybody, any skin tone, and it just looks like you're glowing. It's really, really nice, and you can't overdo it. It's just amazing, and I love it. And then finally, on the face spectrum, is my go-to highlighter, and that is this bad boy. And this is Hourglass's Ambient Light and Powder. This is the only one that I got, because this is the only one that I found would work for me. And this is in the color Luminous Light, because I don't use powder to powder my face. I just wanted this bad boy for a highlighter, and it is literally the prettiest highlighter. And a little this goes a long way. I use this almost every single day. And look at it. Look at it. Very little of it is gone. And I bought this in March, and I use this constantly, at least twice a week if I wear my makeup, more or less than that. It is just amazing. I can't speak enough. It just makes you look like you're glowing. It's amazing. Also wearing that today. And then my all-time favorite concealer for this year is Maybelline's Instant Age Rewind, and this is in the brightening one. I took the little sponge tip off because then it looks gross now, but you just twist it up and it comes off of there. I clean it, obviously. I didn't clean it today, but you just clean it off, and yeah, it's really good. It's really cheap, and it's really awesome concealer for under your eyes. Okay, next I am going on to, actually I have one more face product, my bad, and that is this. Originally, if this was probably last year, it would be this, but it's this. And what is this? This is the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, and it's got a flat top. I actually need a new one. Mine is pretty beaten up, but it's so much better than the Beauty Blender because it just, you can pat it on like this, you can roll it. It's amazing, and it's more affordable. This is like $4. Beauty Blender is like $18, so can't beat that, and it works amazing. Alright, we are gonna go on to lips now. I limited myself with what I was going to pick for lip products. I really limited myself because I could literally pick every single lip color ever for this. So I limited myself and actually forgot one in the drawer. And there are 3 lipsticks, 1 lip liner, and 1 kind of like other lip product. It's not a lipstick, but whatever. The 3 lipsticks that I picked are 2 from MAC and 1 is from Kat Von D. And the 2 from MAC are Diva. And this is no surprise, I'm pretty sure this has been in my yearly favorites forever. And Rebel. Diva is my favorite like red color, and Rebel is my favorite purple color. This is my second tube of Rebel. This is just I'm wearing it right now. It's just amazing. I love it. I wear it with MAC's Current Liner, and it is just amazing. It's one of my all-time favorite lipsticks. And MAC's Diva is probably one of my favorite red lipsticks. It's a deeper red. If I wanted to go for more of a brighter red, I would use Russian red, but for some reason this year, I've been really going towards the deeper, kind of more like burgundy color lips, so that makes me think of a Motley Crue song. But yeah, those are my 2 favorite MAC lipsticks of this year. And then this is an end of the year favorite because I bought it towards the end of the year, but I've been using it so much, I'm actually surprised I didn't wear it in this video. This is Kat Von D's Studded Lipstick, and it's in the color Pearl. It is a navy blue color, and it is so pretty. It's got glitter in it, and aside from the fact that it's really dry, you can kind of take away from that if you use the right lip balm, and the next product I'm going to show you. But the only thing I have against it is the packaging kind of sucks. Like, you'll close it, and then it'll just pop open in your bag. But aside from that, not that bad. And the next thing is my all-time favorite lip liner. This is no surprise. This is a very versatile product because it is clear, and this is the Milani Anti-Feather Lip Liner, which is a complete dupe for the MAC lip primer, the MAC Prep and Prime lip. This is exactly like it, except Prep and Prime lip is in like a chapstick kind of thing, and this is in a pencil. It does the same exact thing. MAC Prep and Prime lip was like my favorite lip primer. This is $4 at the drugstore, so this stole that spot. And the last lip product, this was really hard to pick. I decided to only pick one OCC lip tar, and I'm kind of obsessed with my OCC lip tars, especially since I bought the primary set and I've been mixing my own. Teal lips, anybody? But this is probably my most used, and it's my favorite name too. This is the OCC lip tar in Lydia. It's like a dusty plum color, and we all know I love my plum lips. And it looks really pretty. It's my kind of nude. Some people's nudes are like concealer nudes. This is my kind of nude. If I want a nude lip, this is the kind of nude that I go for. Favorite brushes from this year. One of them's kind of expensive, one falls in the middle, and the other one is really cheap. So on to the cheap one first. This is, what is it called? The e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. I have 3 of these. And it's just a little dome kind of brush. And what do I use this for? What can I use this for? Yes, you can use it to buff and concealer. I like using it to contour. I like using it to put on, to blend out my crease. Because this, like, just the way it is, it's so flawless to blend out anything. If you use it on your crease, it just blends out your crease. Perfection. Amazing. And it just really buffs out your contour color. It is really nice. And this is $3 at the drugstore. I got mine at Kmart. I've seen it at Target. It is just amazing. Now, in the middle of all this is the Coastal Scents Angled Brush. And I have had this for, I want to say 3 years, and it's still kept its shape. It's still very dense. It's still really nice. And I believe this is like $4 or $5 maybe. Maybe $6 on Amazon. You can buy it in the set, which I think the set is like 30 something for like 24 brushes. But it's really dense. It's really nice. I like using it for my blush, sometimes my contour, and to put on my my highlight color, the Hourglass one. It's fluffy, it's not too dense, and it just applies really nice. And lastly, it's dirty because it's used. I have 2 of these. I might have to buy another one. I didn't think that it's actually worn out on the side, wearing out the side because that's how much I use it. I bought this at the end of last year. I didn't think that I would need this brush because it was so much money. I thought it was stupid that you didn't need anything like it. I bought dupes like it, and then I caved, and I bought a MAC 217, and I don't use anything else to blend out my crease. I also use it to apply color to the lid. If I'm just doing one color, I need to blend it out. This is my favorite blending brush. I do not need any other blending brush. I thought it was a fad. I didn't understand why people needed this brush, and now I do. It is probably one of the best blending brushes I own, and I might buy another one. Okay, so we just have a couple more things left, and the next 3 things are eyeshadow palettes. I narrowed it down to 3. They are kind of boring, yes. I will say that this year I did go a little bit more neutral with my eye looks. I do have a lot of my bright colors that I have been using. You guys have seen my brightly colored looks on Instagram if I get really, feeling like I need a brightly colored look. But my hair has been really, really bright lately. So to kind of tone it down, I've been doing just neutral eyes. Just because I feel like doing neutral eyes, it's something that I've gotten really good at this year. So 3 palettes that I love to do, and I don't just do neutral eyes with these. I can do a really smoky eye. I can do a really kind of dark, kind of like vampy kind of look with these. And the first one on that is my Naked Basics. This is kind of like my go-to. This color is really indented in it, and the black. That black is like the blackest black. And this color right here is just amazing for the lid. So this has been like my favorite, like, simple palette. A lot of these are matte palettes too. The next one is Kat Von D's Ladybird palette. I could use this palette alone for like a month straight and only make looks out of this palette and come up with a neutral look, a vampy look, a pinup look. Like, I could come up with so many looks for this palette. In the summertime, I was obsessed with using the orange and the brown, kind of like end of summer going into fall. I was obsessed with using the navy and the purple for a while, and this gray color right here is just amazing to do like a regular everyday look. I can come up with so many looks just out of this palette, and it's matte, so that is great. I do pick other colors from like other palettes, just use one color from, but if I had to use just one palette, I could probably use just this one and the next one. I had gotten this at the end of 2013, and I'm pretty sure out of all of my palettes, this is the most loved. It is chipped on the box because it's my go-to travel palette. It goes with me wherever I go because it's my Old Faithful. I know I can pull a look out of this like no one's business. And this is Urban Decay Naked 3. People loved this when it first came out, and then people fell off the bandwagon with it. And I am still completely in love with it because I love the purple tones in it. And you guys have known for most of this year, I have had purple toned hair for 2014, a lot of it. But this right here, you can create so many looks. You can create dark looks, you can create really vampy looks, you can create subtle looks. You can do pretty much a bunch with this palette. And that's why if I have to travel, I take this with me because all I need is this palette. So those are my favorite palettes. And then lastly for eyes is probably my holy grail. This made my eyebrows look amazing. I do not need anything else for my eyebrows in the whole entire world. And that is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Ebony. I have dark brows. Okay, there is no getting away from it. There is no turning my brows any other color unless I lighten them. I have used Ebony with red hair, with purple hair, with teal hair, when I was a little bit of blonde for like a week, and it worked because my brows are dark, and this stuff lasts you forever. If you can see, I've used this constantly for a year, and I'm just now hitting the bottom. I'm just now running out. A little bit of this goes a long way, and it hasn't dried out. I literally had this for a year now. I got this January 2014, and it is still going strong. Hasn't dried out on me. This is another one of those things that people fell on the bandwagon with, loved it, and then they don't talk about it anymore because they found something else. This is like my holy grail brow product. I don't need anything else. Okay, so before I get to hair products, I want to talk about my favorite clothing for this year, and that would be a clothing line. I don't have them with me because they're in my closet, but I will put the pictures over here. And that is Her Universe, the clothing line that you can get at Hot Topic, or you can get it online at heruniverse.com. I've done a ton of outfit looks with all my different pieces from Her Universe. I've kind of like sought out and waited for all the new Her Universe things to come out. I waited for the Han Solo dress, the Doctor Who, the 10th Doctor dress. I wear my TARDIS dress all the time. I wear tons of Her Universe t-shirts, and it's just an awesome, geeky, kind of girly clothing line that has really kind of made me just love dressing like geeky fashion more than I normally do. So yeah, that's definitely a favorite from this year. That's definitely where a lot of my money has gone with clothing wise, is Her Universe clothing. Okay, so finally, we have hair. And if you guys can't tell, I got a good chunk of it, and it's always funky colors. At least this year. To keep my hair healthy and to keep my hair looking nice and shiny and feeling all good is this bad boy. Hollywood Beauty Coconut Oil. Now, normally I use coconut oil that is in a tub. I will show a picture over here. I love using that for hair mask. That is definitely a favorite of mine. I use that for hair mask all the time, but on a daily basis, I love using this. I got this at Sally's for I think like $3 or $4. It's in the liquid form. It has some other things in it too, like, what does it say? Sunflower oil, sunflower seed oil, rose hip. It has like a couple of other things in it too besides just coconut oil. But I love using this just on like the ends of my hair. It really mends my hair, makes my hair feel really soft, and I love using this as a heat protectant. It works amazing as a heat protectant. As in my hands, so that's why I'm running it through my hair right now. It works really well to like take out frizz and just makes your hair look smooth and healthy. And I've gone through 2.5 of these this year, so very nice. And lastly, my all-time favorite hair dye that I've used this year. I splurged and I bought this for myself this year, and I think I've gone through a ton of these if you watch my empties videos, and that is, did I get some on myself? No, I did not. That is Pravana Vivid's hair dye. This stuff is amazing. I have a review for this down below if you want to check it out. But this stuff is literally the best hair dye you can use for having brightly colored hair. I have, the color I have right now, the color I have in my hand is green. This is what I use mixed with blue to get my teal hair. On the ends, just on my ends, is violet. The rest is Special Effects Virgin Rose. But that's a review coming up. But this stuff lasts forever. It is amazing and has really kind of changed up how I felt about dyeing my hair. It's just an all-around awesome hair dyeing experience when you use that. It's not messy. Little bit goes a long way. It's just great. Because this video is already super duper long, I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed my 2014 favorites, that it's finally up. At least it's up by the end of January. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Remember, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And subscribe to me if you haven't already. Bye.